Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Dexter, and today we're here with another Hot Toys announcement. As you can see, this needs no introduction. I mean, the Wolverine classic brown and tan suit. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting to wake up to this. I was I was up when they announced the Iron Man, and I was like, okay, it's kind of lame, but whatever. Wake up and I see this. We knew it was coming, but we didn't know for sure. But oh oh my goodness, it just looks incredible. I mean, I have so much to say, both good and bad. We can see. I didn't notice this at the bottom there. It says it's pending license or approval. I wonder if it's because of the mask head sculpt, because we didn't. This is a different mask. We didn't see this mask. This is not a reuse of the other suit. This is its own original thing. It's most likely reworked, of course. Um, but this whole thing from head to toe is a completely new figure. Um, I think also it's probably pending license or approval because as you'll see, we see the Hulk, the Hulk reflection. It maybe has to do with that possibly. But anyways, let's jump into it. Let's jump into this awesome looking figure. Um, everything he comes with. But we'll get into that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, right here, the Hulk reflection on there is so dope. That is so cool. And I know like every like huge comic fan is like going crazy for that right now. Um, that is just incredible. Look how much detail is in his gloves, and I don't know what it is, but the blades look so detailed. Like they looked really good. Sorry, but and like even that picture of like in the middle with the glove, like that looks like that doesn't look like an actual. I think that's edited. I don't think that's actually real. Um, unless I'm wrong. Maybe I'm probably wrong. Knowing me. Here we get his mask look. Just they didn't have to do this. They straight up didn't have to do this. And when I woke up and I saw that they announced this, I didn't see it with the mask. I saw with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, and I'm like, oh cool. And I literally was like, that'd be cool. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if he came with a mask. Turn a couple pictures later, mask. Hot Toys did not have to do this, especially because it's not even a reuse. It's its own original mask. Incredible. They straight up did not have to do this. I don't know like what Hot Toys has been doing, but they have been cooking up with Wolverine. I think even like his like little like eye, like his eye, like I don't know what you call it, the wings. I think those are actually different than the other one too. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I probably am, but it looks a whole lot different. It looks a lot more like battle damage, especially like, and obviously like the yellow part that's definitely its own different design for sure. Oh my goodness, just looks incredible. Look how much detail. Oh my goodness, dude. I kind of like it. He has like a smirking look too. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised I didn't give him three lower faces like they did with the other one. But yeah. Anyways, looks just incredible. And here we have the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, and I don't know how to feel about it because on one hand, I am happy that they gave him a different head sculpt because we've had what three different Hugh Jackman Wolverines from Deadpool and Wolverine, and they have all used the same exact head sculpt, right? Which I don't necessarily have a problem with because I mean it looks incredible. But this is I don't know how to feel because on one hand, yes, it does look like Hugh Jackman. It's just the expression. It is literally just the expression that is throwing me and I feel like a lot of people off. I don't hate it. and I can definitely like I would definitely use this for sure. And I'm glad that they experimented because he definitely made this expression in that scene for sure, and even with his other variant, right? Um, but it's an odd expression. He looks really funny, I think. Um, yeah. So I don't know how to feel about it yet, but I mean at least they gave us the mask head sculpt. If you like don't love this look, so yeah, I don't think it's horrible. It's just a little funky, I think. But yeah, oh goodness. It's also probably the angles. This happens a lot with Hot Toys. They'll post a head sculpt, and people, aren't the biggest fan of it, and it's literally all down to lighting, the actual poses that they're in, the angle. Like it's all about with the head sculpts for Hot Toys. It's all about angles. It's all about lighting. Um, you can make a bad head sculpt look good. I'll tell you that right now. Um, so I think that looks a lot more like him than that. Well, nah, I don't know. I think they're both about the same. I don't know. It's just really funny. It really is. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. That is so freaking cool. That is so dope. Oh my goodness. I don't have a Hulk figure to do this with, which sucks, but it is still dope nonetheless. If you're getting this piece, you are going to love it. Like, as of now, I'm going to try to get this. Like, for sure. I mean, just look at that thing. Look, I mean, I would almost be willing to say this looks better than the other one, but I'm not ready to say that. I mean, they really cooked. They cooked with this design. And it's not even like a reuse of his other suit. Like it's built brand new from the ground up. And he's only in like a 15-second scene. Not even. This looks so good with the mask. I honestly cannot see anybody not using that mask. Like if you have another Wolverine and you have like there's no way you can't have the mask on. Like look how good the boots look too. Oh my goodness, the boots look so good. I never even noticed that in the movie. The boots had like his little wings, his little wings or whatever. That is an awesome pose right there. That even looks really good too. I mean, it's all about what you have him doing, you know. Okay, maybe I can appreciate the head sculpt. Maybe it's not the worst thing ever. It just depends. I mean, look how much detail is in that suit, dude. Golly, He's not gonna be able to pose with his shoulders though. That is something that people are gonna have to think about. You're not gonna be able to really pose him too much with his shoulders, which I don't think is the worst thing ever. But it's definitely gonna hit like right there. I mean, he looks good right there, but you can tell he's very much hindered right there. Excuse me. But yeah, I can't get over that. Looks amazing. I can't believe we got the freaking sleeveless shoulder pad look with this suit, but we didn't get it with his movie suit. The whole movie, we didn't get it. We got the Hot Toys figure. They're literally selling it like that, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it in the movie, which is such a shame. Still is a dope look. I like that. That's a better. I don't like the pose necessarily, but it makes the head sculpt look a whole lot better. That one makes the head sculpt look a whole lot better too. I think it's almost the exact same as that one. Um, just appreciate this, and as simple as it is, this is probably the best pose for sure. I don't think there's any other way like you could go. Just amazing, just absolutely amazing. And I believe that is the base he comes with, which looks really tiny, but I'm not opposed to it. I kind of liked it. Um, that's actually a really cool base. I like when they do bases like that, and I'm glad. Thank Christ it's not a waist clamp that he comes with. I don't believe the other one comes with a waist clamp, but I hate that Deadpool comes with one. Stop giving us waist clamps. It's so just stupid. I think that's all the pictures. Let me just go to where it has everything on screen. There we go. So I said I had a problem with this figure. And no, it wasn't the head sculpt. I can get by on the head sculpt. I'm sure that you can, if you want to show the Hugh Jackman head sculpt that bad, I'm sure that you have the Wolverine deluxe version. Just pop that head sculpt on there, like no biggie. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to use that mask. This mask. That mask is just so cool. I mean, I don't see anywhere around it. So here's my problem with this figure, right? See at the top left there, Hot Toys exclusive. What were they thinking? Okay. I know that like exclusives are very good for them to make money on. I get that, you know, but this is one of those figures that is going to sell. I have no doubt about that. Age of Apocalypse, not hating on anybody that loves that look. I have that. I have that on order, right? So I'm definitely not hating on that look. But Age of Apocalypse was one that was I mean, obviously it was Artisan, but that was already going to be one that you should probably make exclusive anyway. But I think it would have been perfectly fine to have a normal release. This is one of those figures that should have been a normal release. It is I think a 3,000 unit piece. So that's a pretty decent amount, I think. But I still really disagree with making it exclusive. There is so much like new stuff. Like I get when they do exclusive pieces and it's like a lot of like reuse, like their Iron Man figures, like the one that they just announced. I get when they do that because it's like a special variant piece. You know, like talking outside of like Artisan figures, right? Because Artisan, we get why that's, you know, exclusive. I mean, I don't really agree with it, but we get why that's exclusive. And then the other exclusives are usually like repaints or just like odd like colorways or however. This is not one that warrants the exclusive tag at all. I think that there's going to be a high demand for this figure for sure. Of course, probably not as high as the other suit for sure. That's obviously why they didn't make that one an exclusive. And a lot of people have that on order. I believe it's the most ordered figure on Sideshow. But I just don't agree with it. And now like I'm speaking like for a lot of people, but also for myself, when this figure does drop on Sideshow or whatever, I don't know if I'll be able to get it. You know, people have to work. People, and even if not, you don't know if you'll be able to get through that queue. You know, every time I've jumped in a queue, I have never had a problem with getting a figure. But I know a lot of people that have, you know, been in that queue and they aren't able to get there. They do all the right things. They're in that queue 10 minutes before and they still aren't able to get it. So, yeah, I think massive L on Hot Toys for sure. And actually, I lied. The only reuse they did with this figure is the arms and probably the hair. But other than that, everything else looks like it's made from the ground up. I mean, actually, you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong. That base might have been used for another figure, I feel like. I feel like that's an absolute reuse from some other figure. I just don't know. Actually, I think I have that base. Hold on. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. I'm looking at that base right now. I believe I'll have to double check myself, but I believe that's the base from the bird poop Boba Fett from Mandalorian. I don't have Mandalorian on display, or sorry, Mandalorian. I don't have Boba Fett on display, but I have his base being used. I have because it was a 2-pack. I have one of his bases is with Thor, and then the other one I have a Guts figure. And I believe the Guts has this as his base. So that's hilarious. I knew I recognized that base. Oh my god! But I have no problem getting another one for sure. I like the base a lot, so I have no problem with that. But yeah. Anyways, amazing figure. I'm gonna try my best to get this figure. If you know you want it, jump in that queue. You know, take all the precautions you need to. Get on that not waitlist, but get on that RSVP on Sideshow. Take the steps. It's not hard to get it, but you know, sometimes it can be frustrating for sure. But yeah, amazing piece. I'm glad they made it. We kind of had no doubt they were going to make it for sure. But it looks incredible. So glad they did this. But anyways, guys, that is all I have to say. If you are getting this figure or have any thoughts about it, you know, leave it in the comments for sure. I love interacting with y'all. I've had some more and more people comment on the videos and stuff and tell me what they're thinking about the figures, and I love it. You know, I love getting that discussion going. So, yeah, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all later. Peace.